It's coffee time!
Hi you guys, so I just woke up, hence this face, and it is Sunday, the 1st of September, which means the Monster-A-Thon is on. And I just came back from Spain yesterday, so I'm still in the process of undoing all my, luggage and cleaning my whole apartment because my fluffs have been alone in my apartment for 2 weeks. There was a nanny that was coming to take care of them every day, but not of my apartment, so I need to clean. So it's gonna be a challenging day. Also, I need to start creating more content for both my YouTube channels today. So it's gonna be a really hard day. That's where we're gonna make coffee. And first of all, I want to get back to all the comments you guys have been posting on my last videos, because while I was on holidays, I don't like to reply to comments on my phone because I feel like I might miss somebody and it's just not so user-friendly. So I decided to wait till I'm back from holidays and get back to all of your comments. Yeah, so we're gonna do that with coffee now, and I think we're gonna plan what we're gonna do today. And also I need to decide which is going to be my first read for the Monster-A-Thon. It's going to be an interesting month because I have to read all my TBR pile for the Monster-A-Thon. And then I have to read the second book of the Diviners, which I think it's called A Liar of Dreams, I think. And it should come in the mail either Monday or Tuesday. And I also have to read the new Stephen King, which is coming out on the 10th of September, and I should get it as well. So a lot to read. It's gonna be a busy month, but we can do it. So I got these lights when I was in Spain at Primark for €3, and I just put them on and I think they look great. See, this cable I have here always bothered me because it comes actually from my air conditioning, which is there, but it has all of these cables that shouldn't be like this, and it's ugly. So I put like some leaves that I bought last Halloween actually over it, and now I have some beautiful lights in case I want to use them for reading or when I'm just chilling in my room at night. Yeah, and now let me show you the actual TBR pile for our Monster-A-Thon. So in case you didn't watch my TBR video, I'm gonna link it down below for you guys, but here is the full TBR pile for the Monster-A-Thon. And if I read all of these books, I will be able to complete all of the challenges to terrorize all the villagers. So we have the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Volume 1. We have Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Maniscalco, which is book 2 on the series. We have Campfire by Sean Sarles. We have The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. I believe this is going to be my first Ruth Ware book, and I know that she does thrillers, and this one was recommended to me, so I hope to love it. And then I have The Turning by Prose, which is short, so I don't know if I should start maybe with this one today. Then we have Contagion, because one of the challenges was to have a book with mixed genres, and this one is sci-fi horror, and I love everything that has to do with viruses and things like that. And then we have Murderabilia, and this is a book that I found at a cheap bookstore, and I've never heard of, and I thought it was something definitely for me. Super excited to get to this one as well. So yeah, this is the official TBR pile for the Monster-A-Thon, and hope to be able to complete all the challenges. So I have picked the book for today. I've been really busy cleaning everything. Finally I have some time to sit down and start a book. So we're gonna start, I thought, with The Woman in Cabin 10 because I'm still in the thriller kind of mood. And I've never read anything by Ruth Ware, I think, that I can recall, and I'm really excited to see how her writing style is. I know that she has like so many thrillers, so if I like her style, there might be many other ones that I'll be interested in. So we're gonna start but this one today is around 300 pages, and I hope to be able to finish this one soon. It is Monday, the 2nd of September, day 2 of the Monster-A-Thon. I just made it back from work, and as you can expect when you come back from holidays, I've been extremely busy and I haven't had much time to read, but I made it to page 75 of The Woman in Cabin 10. So far, thoughts is it's interesting so far. It's kind of giving me a little bit of Agatha Christie vibes, in the sense that it's this woman that is a journalist and she ends up in this kind of journey in a boat, that it is this new kind of journey that you can take, and it's very exclusive. It only has 10 cabins with awesome like rooms and big beds, and it has like in this boat there's also like library and all of these fancy stuff. So she's sent there as a journalist to kind of write about the experience and what she's seen in this journey. And it feels like they're introducing the characters a little bit like in an Agatha Christie novel, giving you a little bit of background, making everybody a little bit suspicious of something or mysterious looking. And I guess something's gonna happen and they're gonna have to figure it out who did whatever happened. So yeah, so far it's a nice mystery, and even though I'm only like not even 1/3 into it, but so far it's good, so we will see. Now I have to record a video for tomorrow because I came back from holidays and I don't have any more backup videos, so I need to record a video. So probably it's gonna be my August wrap up. Yeah, and then I still have to shower and everything, so hopefully I make a little bit of progress on my first book for the Monster-A-Thon, and I'll keep you updated. Good morning, peeps. So it is Tuesday, the 3rd of September, day 3 of the Monster-A-Thon, and I'm still reading The Woman in Cabin 10. Yesterday was a mess. I went back to work, so imagine after 2 weeks of not being in the office how much I have to still catch up to. And then I had to record a video for the booktube channel so that I could upload some content because I ran out of videos. And yeah, also I managed yesterday to get my ticket for It Chapter 2 because the cinema that plays the movies in English here only puts the tickets available a couple of days before the release. So I was yesterday like refresh to make sure that I would get a ticket for chapter 2. So I'm going Thursday at 5:40 in the afternoon, which is the first that I could go to. So we're gonna do that on Thursday. And so yesterday was a busy day, like I said, and basically I left home at 6:30 and I was able to relax at 9 p.m. and read a little bit. So I made a little bit of progress on The Woman on Cabin 10, and it's getting really interesting. It's getting intriguing. Like the title suggests, like I said, this journalist is in this boat with different cabins, and it's supposed to be this exclusive journey, and she's kind of reporting for a magazine she works for. And there is a woman in cabin 10 that our main character encounters one time, and then it suddenly disappears. Nobody knows who this person is, and she starts to think, what happened? Who was this woman? Why did she disappear? Why nobody else had ever seen her? And it's getting really interesting. And she's in this boat, and apparently there is no internet connection even though there's Wi-Fi, so she cannot communicate with anybody. And yeah, so it's getting really interesting. Don't we love that lightning? It's getting really cool and interesting. And today I'm gonna keep on reading that. And we're also going back to the gym. Now in Spain I did ride my bike and went swimming. I tried to walk a lot because I was eating a lot as well. Let's be honest, I was eating a lot when I was in Spain. And also there was this kind of, it was not a gym, but it's like a place for working out that is provided by the little town. And it's, I'm not even kidding, it's a little hallway. And imagine, it's in Spain in summer. It had no air conditioning, it had no windows, it only had like 2 little fans. And I went there for a couple of days. They have very old and little to none kind of material to work. There are a couple of dumbbells and things like that, but not too much. But hey, for a couple of days it was fine, and you only have to pay €1 for a session, so not bad. So I did that, not to feel that I was doing nothing, but obviously now that I'm gonna go back full mode on working out, it's gonna hurt. And today we have leg day, so I expect not to be able to walk for the next couple of days. And now we're going to the office. We're gonna get some coffee and kickstart our Tuesday. So you guys, I got home and I was editing the video for today, which is currently exporting because it's important. It is my August wrap up and it should go up tonight, hopefully. And so I decided that because I'm gonna be busy tomorrow after work, and the next day is already Thursday and I'm going to go watch It Chapter 2, that tonight would be a good night to watch rewatch It Chapter 1, even though I've already seen it a couple times, but I would like to watch it again before going to see the next one because I love it so much. And I know I should be reading for the Monster-A-Thon, but well, it can be considered a monster and I really want to see it, so that's what we're gonna do. And this is what we have for dinner. So I have a little Buddha bowl. This is what I like to call my bowls full of stuff that I have in the fridge. So I have some mixed lettuce at the bottom. I have lentils, baby corn, which is everything, I love it. I have cucumber, I have cherry tomatoes, I have red bell pepper, and I have a little bit of onion and a little bit of seeds in the middle, and then I have a little bit of bread here on the side. So I'm going to eat this and watch It Chapter 1. Also, today is a perfect day to show you my 2 sides. So we're about to watch It Chapter 1 by Stephen King, directed by Andy Muschietti, but my PJs are My Little Pony. This is basically my 2 personalities merging into one, and you know, I've embraced it and I love both of them. Hello peeps, so we're back home, and as you can see, I'm in full makeup because I was just recording my August wrap up of things that I watched in the month of August, which is a monthly video that I like to do for my other channel, so I can tell you the movies, TV series, etc. that I have been watching. And yeah, so today I made progress finally in day 4 of the Monster-A-Thon. I made freaking progress. So I finished The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware, and I gave it 3.5 coffee mugs. The reason being, I liked it, but I didn't think it was anything extremely special. It did have some nice plot twists, but they were not like shocking me. Sometimes I think that I might not get as easily shocked as other people because of all the amount of horror that I've consumed in my life. And thrillers, because I've watched so many thriller movies because my mom loves thrillers, and so every time there was a movie on television about that was a thriller, we would all watch it. So I think I'm kind of expecting things already in a way, and it's harder to get me shocked with plot twists. So I think I've already told you the story, but let me tell you a little bit. It's basically a journalist that embarks in this trip in this boat that is very exclusive. It only has 10 cabins, and it's kind of like a new adventure, kind of like a new cruise with a new route, and it's like more high-end, and the cabins are like big and exclusive, like I said, to only 10 cabins, so less passengers, but they have like a library. And you know, the first people to try this trip are people that are well known in society there, and more like rich people. And she's there as a journalist to kind of tell the story of how it is to be there, what they offer in this trip. And the first night that she's there, she sees something, and she has the feeling that something has happened to the woman in cabin 10. She thinks somebody has throw her out of the balcony, and that somebody has murdered her. And so kind of like an investigation starts. And I was hoping it was gonna be a little bit more like Agatha Christie-ish because of the beginning, but then it kind of morphed into something else. And it was still interesting, but I was not as engaged as in the very beginning, because I was already expecting things to happen in the last 100 pages. It was more just to finish the story, you know what I mean? But it's an interesting, nice thriller read. And after this one, I picked up immediately the second book, which is Campfire by Sean Sarles. And this one is to feel the challenge of a book that has been recommended to you more than once. I believe this book came out last year in 2018, around also this time. And a couple of people said it would be something for me, but I never picked it up. So I thought this would be the time. And I've started it, and it is pretty fast paced. I'm in page 45 right now. I like to read my hardcovers without the dust jacket. I think everybody does. So this is how it looks like. Red and black, always a good combo. And basically it's the story of this little girl that well, she's already 16, but at the beginning of the book we meet her when she's 11. So it's the 16-year-old girl that goes with her family and friends to kind of like a camp to spend a last summer together. And the monitor, the guy that is there to help them with the camp and everything, one night in a campfire, everybody starts to tell kind of like horror stories, and he tells a story of like a legend that it is you know, surrounding that campsite and something that has happened in those woods. And the next morning the things of the story that he was telling start to come true. So that's all I know so far, and I'm only like 45 pages in, but we will see. I hope to enjoy this one because, you know, scary stories that are being told in a campfire and that come true is something that sounds totally down my alley. So I will update you in this book probably tomorrow because it's late today and I still have to have dinner and edit the video that I just recorded so I can upload it. And I am so beat up. The last couple of days I've only been sleeping 6 hours and my body is done with the world. So I'm probably gonna call it early tonight because tomorrow it's time to go watch It Chapter 2. I'm so excited. I have been listening to interviews with the cast all day and with the director because I am obsessed. Alright you guys, it is Thursday, the 5th of September, day 5 obviously of the Monster-A-Thon, and I could read a good 100 pages of Campfire last night, which is good. We're making progress, but today I am extremely excited. Like, the first thought when I went to bed was just one more night sleep and I'm gonna see It Chapter 2. And then I woke up this morning and I'm like, it's really early, your cat puking woke you up at 5 a.m. but that's okay because you're gonna go watch It Chapter 2. And you know, that's the attitude today. No matter what happens, I'm gonna go watch It Chapter 2 and I'm gonna be happy about it. And yeah, so I rewatched Chapter 1 just to have it a bit fresher in my mind, even though I still had everything in my head. And you know, it's just such a fantastic movie. It's just amazing. Andy Muschietti is so talented. He did such an amazing job. The book is huge, humongous, and he picked up the right scenes, and he gave us so many Easter eggs that, you know, give us like a little homage of certain parts of the book that he could not bring into the screen because it's too much. But he was talking the other day in an interview that he's hoping to be able to make a supercut, which he would combine the first and the second movie, and then he would add some extra scenes that didn't make it into the movies, and it should be like 6.5 hours. And I'm like, I'm here for that. I'll buy that. So yeah, that's the plan today, to work, read more of Campfire, and go watch it chapter 2. Okay, you guys, so I finished work. I was counting the hours and it's finally time to go watch it chapter 2. I checked the cinema and it's a small cinema and it's the week and it's the first screening, so there's only like 15 people including me, so it's gonna be amazing. It's time for some popcorn and some horror. Good morning, guys. So it is day 6 of the Monster-A-Thon, and yesterday I left the vlog while I was going to watch it chapter 2, and it left me so satisfied, you know, when you had good food or you had good, you know, sexy time, and I just left there like super satisfied. Love the cameos, love all the references and, you know, hints to other horror movies and things like that. Yeah, so I'll probably make a full review video. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to plan that and do it, because there's many things and thoughts that I want to talk about, but I absolutely loved it. It was more disturbing, it had more like blood, and I don't know, it just got a little bit emotional because I've always really loved the story of the book It, and what Stephen King wanted to attempt with that book, which was basically to bring as much horror as he could in one book, since he was starting to being like casted as a horror author. So he decided to go all full mode on that. So I really love it. And yeah, so yesterday, as it comes to books, because this is my book channel, I finished Campfire and I gave it only, I think, a 3. I think I'm only gonna give it 3 because it started very low. I didn't really like the beginning, and then towards the end it kind of picked up, but I was disappointed, to say the least. I don't know, I really like the more violent part of the end, but the characters were a little bit bland for me. The main character, Maddie, was a little bit stupid and naive to me, and I didn't understand some of her comments and things she did. But I'm gonna make a full, like a more in detail talk about it on my wrap-up as well. And I jumped this morning straight to the next book, which is Murderabilia. And basically in this book, I was thinking it was gonna be what the cover says, basically objects that are related to murders that are being sold on the black market. But the way the book started is with a regular like murder that it's being investigated right now, so I'm all up for that. You know, when a body is found kind of mutilated and they know there is a killer on the loose. So far so good, but I'm only on page 30, so we shall see. Sadly I have to go to work now. I just wanted to stop here on the park to kind of update you. And yeah, so we're gonna go work now, and I'll probably update you later today or tomorrow. So you guys, I just finished recording my video review of it chapter 2 and removed all my makeup. This is why my face looks weird right now. So I'm gonna have a shower and then I can get to edit the video and we can go back to reading. I'm really enjoying Murderabilia. I am around 40% of the book already done and I'm really enjoying it. So what I'm gonna do is shower, edit, and read a little bit. But before I do that, I want to show you something that you can see here in the background, and I am so in love with it. My boyfriend got me this at a Halloween store and it is massive, it is heavy. It's this beautiful pumpkin and it says incarnations, spells, brews, and potions. But it's also a music box and it's so cute. Let me show it to you.